Alright, new video on my 2023 Toyota Tacoma SR5. Show you some of the updates I've done since my last video. I've had this truck now for I think 11 months. And I'll show you what I've done in 11 months, and I'll tell you what I like about the truck and what I don't like. Things I've experienced over the last nearly a year. So we'll start with the outside. And I think I've mentioned them in my previous videos, but I do have some side steps I got off Amazon. I don't really like them for me. I don't need them, but my kids use them, getting in and out of my truck. So that's what I use them for, is so the kids will have an easier time getting in and out. I don't really need them myself. And the next thing I did was a tonneau cover. It's a trifold. I haven't had any issues out of it. Works fine. Keeps everything in the bed dry for the most part, as long as I don't go through a car wash. And that's about it on the back end. But my most recent upgrade are my wheels. These are TRD off-road wheels. I picked them up on Marketplace in place of my SR5 wheels, which I do have for sale. I think they look good. I've always liked the off-road wheels. I was considering a set of sport wheels, but I think the off-road wheels look a little better. And they're clean. I think they come off a 21 model, so they're 2 years old, older than my truck, and they're almost in perfect condition. I mean, they're a little dirty in places because I've been trying to clean them up, but I live on this gravel road, so cleaning them all the time isn't really fun. But so far on all four wheels, I haven't seen any scars, any scratches, any blemishes. Everything has been in immaculate condition on these wheels. I got them used, and I think they make this SR5 look better. I like them better than my stock SR5 wheels. And that's it for the outside. We're gonna go on the inside, and I'll show you what I've done on the inside. Well, maybe I won't. My truck's locked. Hold on, let me get my keys. Okay, I got my keys. Now I'm back. So on the inside, what I've done, it's just a little bit dirty, but I've got these seat covers. They're made for a Tacoma. I don't even know what brand they are. I got them on Amazon. Cloth. They fit pretty good. They're a little loose in places, but I only paid like 120 bucks for them. I've got a steering wheel cover, which ain't much of an upgrade. But one of the upgrades I did was this TRD off-road gear shift. I got off Amazon. It's not a Toyota part, but it's a replica, and it looks good, and it works just like a gear shift should work. And to tie in with that, I got these little TRD red strips right here on both my front doors. You can see it over there on that door. Kind of gives a little bit of a color to the door, the gear shift, and it doesn't overdo it. That's all the upgrades on the inside, and that's all the upgrades on the color I'm going to do. I see a lot of people upgrade their colors on the inside. They do the dash, the radio, gear shifter, door pieces, and I think a lot of people, in my opinion, go overboard. They do a little too much, and it doesn't look good. It looks a little tacky, it looks a little plasticky, it looks fake. I just wanted a little bit of color, just a tad bit of color, nothing overdone, and I think that's just the perfect amount. So what I like about the truck is this past winter we had a spell for about a week here in Arkansas where we had snow and ice, and unfortunately for me, I was scheduled to work night shift the entire time. Well, since I have this Tacoma, I made it to work and home most of the time in two-wheel drive. The first couple of days I used four-wheel high and took my time. I never once got stuck. And then once the roads got plowed and there was only ice in a few places, I stayed in two-wheel drive the rest of the time. But I and maybe two other people were the only ones able to get to work the whole week. 2 out of like 20 people. So this truck here in four-wheel drive, I can go anywhere. And these are just all-terrain tires. They're not aggressive. They're just all-terrain tires, stock size, no lift kit. And I had no problem through that ice and snow. I think I had to put it in four-wheel drive low twice here on my dirt road. There's a spot where it goes up a hill and around a corner, and it was pretty muddy. I had to put it in four low to get over that, but that was all. No problems at all. I love the four-wheel drive in this, and it served its purpose. That's why I got this truck, was for the one or twice or two times a year we get ice and snow here in Arkansas. I need four-wheel drive, and I never had it, but I do now. I needed it last year, and I had it, and it paid off. Did exactly what I wanted it to do. Another thing I like about this truck is the resale value. I mean, I'm not interested in selling my truck, but this truck is worth more now than what I paid for it. I've got 44,000 miles on it. I've put 10,000 miles on it in the last 11 months. And it's worth about 34, 35, and that's what I paid for it. I paid 34 for it. So it's, with the right buyer, I could probably get 35, 36 for it, which is more than what I paid for it, including the upgrades. Upgrades make it worth more. It has no dents, no dings. I've not had any mechanical problems. I've changed the oil twice in it. Just changed the oil, as a matter of fact. It's in immaculate condition still. I pulled my boat over this past spring, going fishing, doing tournaments. Pulls my boat just fine. No issues there. A lot of people take the air dam off the front. I'm just going to leave mine on. I don't off-road, so I really don't have a point in taking it off. I don't think it would make the truck look better, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I like the way it looks now. And I've been contemplating on changing out the side body molding around the wheel wells to black, but I don't think I will. It would look, it's not an off-road model. I'm not trying to turn it into one. I like the body color. I think it fits pretty well. Let's see, what else do I like about the truck? The reliability, probably number one. I don't worry about whether this truck is going to start up and go or not. I don't worry about that. I've never had a Toyota before, and I've always heard Toyotas are the best, the Tacomas in particular. So I never worry about that. So peace of mind is a big deal. Let's see, what else do I like about the truck? I like the ability to customize it. You can buy just about anything for it, and I bought several things indeed. But the amount of customizability to this truck is probably more than any other truck on the market. There's so many different accessories for it, parts, replica parts, different wheels, uh, all kinds of things you can do to these trucks to make them customized to your liking. I like that. I like the white. I haven't had any issues with the white, no paint peeling anywhere. And I wash my truck about once every other week or once a pay period. I give it a bath. So I try to keep it as clean as I can for where I live on a gravel road. Now let's talk about the dislikes. It is a little bit small. I'm 5'11", and when I wear my work boots, steel toes, I'm over 6 foot tall. My legs do feel like they're a little bit pushed up towards the steering wheel. My headroom getting in, I have to duck to get in. There's enough room for my son. He has a forward-facing booster seat, no problem for him. My daughter, she's still in a rear-facing car seat. So the passenger in front of the rear-facing car seat is a little cramped. But I'm hoping in another 6 months from now, my daughter, she will be 2 years old, and I'll be able to turn that car seat around. It won't be a booster seat. I'll just be able to turn her car seat around. It won't be rear-facing anymore. So the headroom is the dislike. It does have a lot of ground clearance because of that. The floorboard is up high, gives you ground clearance, but it pushes your knees up towards your steering wheel. Now my truck has tilt and telescoping steering wheel, which helps, and my seat is I think it's 8-way power adjustable, so I can raise and lower my seat cushion to raise my knees up to where my legs don't feel like they're either stuck up towards the ceiling or they're flat like I'm sitting on the ground. I've thought about getting seat jackers, but I don't know if it would be worth it in my case, since my truck does have adjustable seats like that. I haven't made my mind up. They're a little pricey, so I don't know if I'll get them or not. Let's see, another dislike. The gas mileage on this truck is, I'm getting about 21 and a half right now. My dash says 22. My radio over the life of my truck that I've had it, I'm averaging 22, which ain't horrible for a four-wheel drive, but the gas mileage isn't great, but I didn't get it for the gas mileage, so I'm not really too worried about it. I fill up my truck about once every other week, maybe other week and a half. Like I said, I've put 10,000 miles on my truck in the last 11 months. So I put about 1,000 miles a month. Maybe a little less, more like 900 miles a month is what I put on my truck, which ain't bad. Let's see, oil change I got last, might have been the place I was using, but it was $100 to get the oil change, and it was at a local mom and pop garage. Wasn't at a dealership. It's $100 for an oil change. I don't know if that has anything to do with this Iran situation, but that's kind of crazy. $100 oil change. Let's see, what else do I not like about the truck? I don't guess there's anything else. Just the gas mileage ain't the best, which ain't really a big deal. I don't know if I'd even consider it a dislike. But it's just the headroom. You have to duck to get in. That's probably the only thing I don't like about the truck. Just that. But anyways, I figured I'd give you an update on how it looks, the upgrades I've done, and any future upgrades, like I said, my truck is pretty much built the way I want it. I don't think there's any more upgrades to be done for me. My next set of tires, these are stock size, the 245. Let's see, where's it at? 245/75. I think my next set of tires I'm going to get are going to be a 265/70s. A little bit, I think they're the same height as these, they're just a little bit wider. They're from the off-road model. The off-road model uses a little bit wider tire than this one, but the offset to that is more rubber on the road, less gas mileage. So these tires have done very well over the past winter. So I might not even change the tire size. I might keep this same tire size. I might get a little more aggressive tire, which also will drop your gas mileage. I haven't made my mind up. If these tires hold out another year, I might get another set of these. I've had no issues with them. They bounce good, they're quiet, they get decent traction in ice and snow. Like I said, I only had to put it in four-wheel low twice, I think. So the tires have done really well. They're GT radial Adventuro ATXs. They're the same thing as the Walmart Dexteros. Same thing. Just the Dexteros, I believe, are made by GT Radial, and they're made in the USA. They're cheaper tires, but they're made in the USA, and you see them everywhere. If you look on trucks, small trucks, you'll see these tires, the Dexteros, everywhere. So far, everything on my truck's worked flawless. Like I said, it's 44,000 miles. I haven't had a single issue out of this truck. I put it in four-wheel high on my dirt road probably once or twice a month and just drive home in four-wheel high just to keep everything lubed up and in good mechanical work. And that's really all I have. Please comment if you liked the video. Tell me what you think would be a good upgrade, or any other comments. Just message or comment, like, whatever you want to do. Doesn't matter to me. See y'all later.